What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Thrive Forever Fit show. As you know, we are in 12 days of gratitude. Today is day number 3. And I said yesterday I was going to try to pull this off, and I didn't know if it was going to be possible. But today we've got the lady who is responsible for bringing this human into the world. We've got my mom on today's show. Now, it's her first podcast episode. It took a little bit of it's going to be all right, mom. Let's just come on, have a little chat session, a little banter to get her to do this. But she's on, she did the show, she shared her gratitude. It's unbelievable. I'm so grateful that she did it. I love my mother. You guys are going to get to experience a little bit of the lady that brought me into this world. So here we go. Here's my mom. All right, mom, here we go. Welcome to your first ever podcast episode. You're going to be famous after this.
Oh, good. Thank you. I've always wanted to be.
Well, I don't know how famous you're actually going to be because, we don't get that kind of listenership yet. But guys, as you know, I mentioned that I was going to have 11 of my favorite people in the world on my podcast this 13-day span. And one of those people happens to be my mom. So mom, welcome to the show. And how's everything going?
Everything's going good.
Awesome. So mom and I talked about this year and the craziness of just the world in general with the pandemic and all the election stuff and all of just the overwhelm and chaos that we've all been experiencing. And part of that is the reason I'm doing these episodes called the 12 Days of Gratitude, is I want us to be able to find gratitude even in the most chaotic of moments. And so I'm going to ask mom the same 2 questions that I've asked all of the other guests. And one of those is, mom, how have you found gratitude in this extremely chaotic time? And the second question is, how have you used that gratitude in order to keep yourself sane and happy and just out of the overwhelm?
Well, during this COVID pandemic, I have felt very grateful in order to be able to care for myself and keep myself well because, I'm 71. I have several health issues, and I just really don't want to leave yet the world. And I'm trying my best to stay safe and healthy. And so far, so good. I've done a good job. So I'm real grateful that I have been able to do that for myself.
And for those of you guys that don't know, my mom's a nurse as well. So she's in the medical world and, has a firsthand, experience of, just medical situations in general. But, she's on the front lines of, being around people and places and spaces and things of that nature. So I think it's important that you've taken care of yourself as well as you have. You don't have to have some of the fears and worries that, other people who haven't done those things have had.
Right. Well, I work at a clinic, and it's just a medication clinic is all. And we have made arrangements that our people don't have to come on a daily basis in order for us not to all be in the same area at one time. So we have managed to split them up on different schedules, and this has really helped them out. None of my patients, I have 57 patients, and not any of them so far has got COVID or missed clinic or anything because they've abided by all the rules that we've enforced, and we've done very well.
That's awesome.
And I'm really grateful for that.
Absolutely.
So, and I'm grateful to be a part of something that I can help others.
That's probably why I do. Well, not probably. Mom, for those of you guys who know, mom is probably the reason I do what I do today. And that's really just have a huge heart and a huge desire to see people be happier and healthier and do all of those things. She's the reason that you guys get this version of Jay Nixon. And so many thanks to mom for doing all of that stuff, or none of us would be listening to this show at all. Have you found that using that gratitude, like, on those days when you wake up and you're like, is this shit ever going to end? Have you found that tapping into that gratitude has been like beneficial for you?
Jay, I have the job that I have because it benefits me greatly to get out of bed every morning. And the good Lord lets me see the sunrise every day. and I'm still capable of getting around and doing. And I just feel like that as long as I can do that, uh, I'm going to benefit myself and I'm going to benefit others who are in my presence or my capability to do so. I have a brother and a sister-in-law right now. Things are really bad at this moment because she's going through chemo. I do all I can do to help them, and I'm so appreciative that I am able to do that. And so far, so good. She's doing well, and we've kept her well. And I just, I just, that's just my main goals. And I'm grateful for everything.
Well,
Everything in my life, I am grateful for.
I love that. And I can tell you this, this has just been who my mom's very, she doesn't like to take a whole lot of credit, but she's been doing this ever since I can remember. I mean, she's always been the person who took care of everybody, including my brother and I at a very, young age when we lost our dad. My mom stepped up and was like, has played that role in our lives for, I mean, I'm 46. So for me, 40, why am I so bad at math? But 41 years? Yeah. So for 41 years, you've definitely been, the person in my life who stepped up and always, showed me that, the whole, I have this mantra that I kind of go by, and it's HWPO. And you asked me what that meant,
Yeah.
the sweatshirt, and it's just hard work pays off. And you're really the reason I believe that, because I've never seen anybody work as hard and take care of as many people as you do and as you have. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the opportunity that to have you on my show, because I think it's important that people, kind of know where I came from and whatnot. And let's shift gears. So you guys are probably asking, does mom work out? And the answer is yes. So before all this started, you were going to the gym like how many times a week?
Before I got my job, I got up every morning and went to the gym during the week, 5 days a
Right.
week. And then I got into a gym class, which was very, very good, but I broke my foot. So I had to quit for a while. And then I was doing well, and then I broke the other foot. So I have been out of the gym for a while, but I got me a bicycle and some different kind of workout stuff that I do. And I'm not saying that I'm in as great a shape as I was when I was 40, but I'm still getting around, and that's the main thing for me.
Oh, it's 100% the main thing. And, this is where, your work ethic. And so when mom said when before she got her job, this is where I get my work ethic from. She tried to retire for a little while, and I knew it wasn't going to work because she's not the kind of person that can just sit around and
Yeah,
not do anything. And so she came out of retirement, which I expected she would, and is now back. You're working what, 6 days a week now?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So didn't go back and get a part-time job. Went back and started working 6 days a week, which is just like I said, the model of what you've been my entire life. So, mom, I want you to know how grateful I am for you, and how, like, I honestly don't, I know I wouldn't be able to do what I do today if it wasn't for your being a role model and just being able to mimic and model, your desire to always do the best for Shelby and I. So I really appreciate you.
Well, I have one thing I want to say to
Uh-oh.
that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I'm not going to take the credit, but I am so grateful and proud of you and Shelby for the lives that you've chose to make for yourself, because you're independent. You don't need mom, but I'm here if you do, which I'm proud of that. I'm so proud that you two are the young men that you are today, especially when I look around and see some of the things I do see. I don't know that I did a good job, but I know that God was in there somewhere and he helped me do a good job,
Well, we
because
all,
y'all are both fantastic.
oh, thank you. Well, we all got it done together somehow. So,
Yeah, we did.
well, thank you for being on the show, Mom. I love you and I appreciate you. And I'll tell you all the fans that you've got. Mom's, she's not a big social media person, so don't try to be friending my mother. But I will let her know all the love and all the hearts and all of the awesomeness that she receives. So, Mom, I love you. Thank you for being on the show. And any parting words for my audience?
Well, parting words for you first. I love you. I don't know how I let you talk me into this, but because, this is not something that I do. I can do this in person and talk to people, but this is kind of different. And all you guys out there that participate with my son, thank you very much. He's really a wonderful person. There's probably some days you don't think that, but there were some days I didn't think that either. But he really is. And thank you, Jay.
All right, Mom. I love you.
Love you.
Thank you for being on the show.
You're welcome.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye.